Well, good afternoon. What an eventful day. That's all I can say. It was crazy. This morning, I got up and I was upset. I was yelling, angry, crying, screaming. I was feeling all of those things. And I was made fun of for being or feeling that way and asked, where's your guru? Since I do the podcast. And that infuriated me even more. Why? I'm going to tell you why. Because the fact that I can be a kind person, the fact that we can all collectively be good people, does not mean that you're going to be A, somebody's doormat, B, walked all over, and that you are not going to stand up for yourself. That's it. Just like a mother that can love her child so much and get angry at that child for doing something wrong and correct the child, that doesn't change that she is no longer a mother that loves her child so much. It only means that at that moment you had to do what you have to do to address the situation. To have a child not walk all over you, to have a child being more respectful to you, to your feelings, and to do right by the family and so on. The same applies for a spouse, the same applies for a brother, a sister, or whatever type of relationship you're having. It all applies. And having that said, shifting your thinking and your mind into a more positive manner can also do wonders, because I gotta tell you, my day ended up pretty darn good. I caught myself doing so and being angry, and I said, okay, I went through that emotion. I'm done with that. I am going to have a good day. Sometimes having a good day is a choice. It really is. Because you can stay angry the whole day thinking about that co-worker that made you mad the day before, and you want to carry on that day with that co-worker in your mind. And the next day you're still angry at the co-worker, and you see it at work and you feel like that co-worker is ruining your whole day again, over again. When you cannot give it as much importance and move forward with having a good day. It really is a choice. And most importantly, you can ask yourself, what am I learning from this? Am I learning something from this? Is this relationship beneficial to my life? Is this situation for my better good? You can ask yourself all of those questions. If you keep answering to yourself, yes, then give it to yourself an entire go. And if it still doesn't work, then at least you know that you gave it your best shot. Another important thing is the aspect that I said about setting up boundaries, talking, conversing. Because at the end of the day, you cannot change somebody, but you can certainly change yourself. You can request and put a boundary and say to a co-worker or whatever the case might be, if this doesn't change, I'm going to leave my job and find something else that works better for me. If this doesn't change in my relationship, then I have the right to move forward on my own. Whatever the case might be, you have that right and that power. You're not paralyzed by a situation. The only situation that can paralyze you is you thinking in your mind that you can't. But the moment that you know deep down in your heart that it can all be changed and that you can change a situation, you are going to be aligning yourself towards the situation that is more suitable for you. Today was one of those days, like I mentioned, my morning started a giant mess. And it ended up being absolutely fabulous. A lot of it was through prayer. A lot of it was through rethinking, adjusting my thoughts, analyzing, shifting my mind. Because we are our own creators. And whatever your mind thinks, that's exactly what it is. And that's what it's going to be. But if you think in your mind that you are your creator, and that whatever you choose in your mind, whatever you think, if you think you're going to have a good day or a bad day, that's exactly what is going to happen. And since you are your own creator, because God gave you free will, He didn't give it to you for no reason. We are very, very powerful beings. Very powerful beings. We are the children of God, created in His image, and He is part of us and we are part of His. We're not separate from God. Consequently, our free will can either lead us to the better good or our own demise. So if you choose wisely, it can lead you to greater things. That includes financial, that includes a lot of things. A lot of things. For instance, there is one thing that I have always, if you study wealthy people, they think, geez, I know I'm going to make a lot of money today. Let's see how I can make all that money. Now, broke people think, I wish I had $1 in my pocket. So, the wealthy people who figured out a way to make more, and the broke person would be wishing that they could. And since they're both choosing their destiny, the broke will continue to stay broke, and the wealthy will continue to stay wealthy. I believe that 100%. Sometimes I have wished, and so wishing I had stayed. Sometimes I said, I am going to be loaded with so much cash, and a lot of cash comes to me. It really is that simple. But we have been conditioned to think otherwise, to a fault. The human mind, our egos, can be very negative, and it can bring us down so easily and make us think that we can't. And the majority of the population is always thinking, I wish, I wish. Well, let me tell you a little secret. And I'm going to end up applying this to myself, because sometimes I do wish too. Masters do not wish. Masters do. Broke people wish and stay wishing. So let's choose wisely our thoughts. Let's choose to be masters. or we can choose to continue wishing. My mind is set on a situation right now. I'm facing two difficult situations right now. I am choosing the path of winning, the path of achieving, the path of happiness, and the path of being well. That's my choice. And because of it, some good things came out of it today. I had been receiving signs with the, if you saw my previous videos, I have been receiving signs that all things will be just fine. And I believe that 100%. Because sometimes when things seem to be falling apart, they're actually the opposite. They're actually falling into place. So you have to trust the process. Even when things get difficult, do not stray from the path that you're creating for the better good. And remember, don't wish. Because if you want to be a master, you do. You do not wish. God gave you free will. You can wish. And He'd be like, that's what you want. You can wish. But if you ask, you will receive. If you do, you will gain. Let's be masters together. And when you find yourself wishing, retract that thought and say, I am. I am. I am going to. I am doing. I am creating. I am going to. Blank, blank. I am. That's it. You enjoy yourself. I hope this message brings you some awareness of your thoughts. Brings you a lot of good. And if you believe or if you have experienced what I'm talking about, go to the comment on the YouTube section and leave me a message. I will appreciate it. A like if you have enjoyed the video. It will help my channel. And I thank you guys very much for listening. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. More good things are coming. And good things are coming your way if you just believe. Love you guys. Be a master. God is with you. I love you, and so does God. Bye.